Alright, recording is live. Awesome. Hi, Jer.
Hi.
Yeah, doing a demo review for PPS of the scrim on Friday. So I'll upload this. Jer is with me to keep me company. He was a cameraman once upon a time. Hi, Jer, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Alright.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. We don't speak of those times anymore. We are no longer relevant. Alright.
Too real.
Do you have the demo ready to start?
Just about.
Alright. Just let me know so we can stop looking at like the edge of upward on my screen.
I'm ready to go. Do a count.
Alright, I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'm gonna free cam this because I don't need to try. There are already some great things going on in chat. Do you guys like minions? Alright, we're taking a look at red team first. They're the team that I was asked to mentor. I'm also going to be taking a look at Tails, the soldier, on the other team. He wanted some feedback, so I might look at him a little bit. So, engineer's setting up. I mean, he's putting it pretty much standard space. Let's see where he puts his gun. Dispenser first, always important. That's gonna be up on the hill, pretty far back. Pretty easy to spam, but I mean, a few feet in gun placement doesn't really matter all that much in terms of, he could move it over maybe a little bit, but it doesn't, it's so negligible at this point. So yeah, throwing out that sticky trap in the rock. Okay, good job, demo. Pyro, wire, stop, go back up, right now, right this instant, young man, alright. So your soldiers on black box and conch, that's solid. Where is the sniper? The pyro got a really good reflect, good job.
I saw
Foggy. That was disgusting. Alright, so you guys should not really be holding that far forward. Yeah, see, you're just gonna get headshot like that, and a heavy is a good enough pick to get people to move up off of. Not to mention your sniper wasn't being healed over here on the playground, so it would have been better to have your medic hang out where he is right now. Your demo be forward like that, and your heavy should not nearly take that much ground. So, already your stuff got sapped, your sentry's down, you don't really have a lot of people. You could probably stay in here just because the other team isn't being aggressive enough, but your demo being picked means that you need to back up like yesterday, especially because your heavy is being spammed out really hardcore and your spy's alone just got backstabbed, your medic's alone too, like...
The scout just kind of went out on his own as well.
Yeah, your flank really needs to play together, I'm looking right now, because... I don't know, like... Flank really should be holding over this side by the rocks. And your soldier's there now, but your soldier and scout really need to play together on this point and try and keep the soldier from jumping on up onto launch pad right over there and getting on your combo. And there's a scout there now too, and why are you guys still in? The only reason that you are still being allowed to be in here is because the other team really isn't taking advantage, and they were just now, so it bought you a little bit of time, but it's gonna suck because you basically lost any sort of uber advantage that you had. Your entry was set up years ago back here, and so it would have made more sense to hold up here and try and maybe peek around this corner and then do a soft back up to third. So right off the bat, you need to heal your sniper like constantly. I think difference in the snipers, if you look at the other team's sniper, he has 12 points compared to your sniper's 2. That's not good. Sniper is really powerful on this map, and here we go, the Uber's here already. Good job, Pyro. Good job you didn't stay in like crazy, so that was a really nice denial right there. That's good. This is a pretty good hold if you can keep on it. Your sniper is getting significantly out-sniped right here, so just once more, keep on him. Your heavy is... I mean, he's doing a pretty good job. There's not really too much to say about this at the moment, and then good job dealing with him and keeping people off the cart as well. Ooh. Yeah, that was a pretty good stab, but I don't think the other team's in a position to get the gun down, so it doesn't matter all too much. It's not just the pyro's job to spy check. Everyone should be doing that, engineer included, because the pyro is most likely going to be focusing up front with his demo on whatever Ubers might be happening, so just keep that in mind. Most pyros don't stick on their engineers a lot anymore. That's kind of been phased out, especially because Ubers now tend to be just demo, so like demo and pyro even. Oh my god, thank you for getting that spy. That was really stupid. I don't know why he thought he could make that happen. So this is a pretty decent hold going on right there, and the other team, they're trying to get something up, and good job on your soldier. I guess your spy called that he was jumping there. That was a really nice play by him. So the other team isn't pressuring the cart as much as they should be. That would be the best thing for them to be doing right now, is to just keep going on that cart and trying to move forward. I understand there's a level 3, but there's not much you can do. Except try and spam that out. Scout just got demolished there because he went in on his own, but it happens. With a pyro down. It kind of sucks. Somebody can pop in, but everyone's playing so passively. Like, once more the NG gets taken out, but nobody's gonna follow up on that sentry right here. You guys are getting really lucky in terms of how this other team is playing. They're not really playing super well in terms. There we go. The soldier's finally trying to spam out that sentry, and it does go down. Conch gets popped by him. You guys, that was a solid Uber, but you just gave them so much advantage, and with them spawning a lot faster, that probably would have been best to just chill with your Uber and make them pop into you. Just the way Upward works is that you have so much longer to spawn than the attackers. It's on them to make a push into you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take ground if you want as a defending team, but it's really up to the other team to push into you. My main deal on this third hold is that your best bet is to try not to let them get around this corner right here and get... Yeah, here they are, they Ubered, and it's kind of a shitty Uber. Yeah. So, good job, Pyro. That was good. Clean up on the medic, very nice. Not to mention your medic stayed alive, so that's a really good job right there. And you guys pretty much have a stranglehold on this point, just because the other team is playing so passively. I don't think I've seen their soldier jump in on you guys once, but there were definitely a few times, like when the sentry was down, that he could have gone in there and gotten aggressive on you. So, I don't know, like, it's not... This scrim doesn't seem like it's really, I don't know, testing your ability all that much. I don't know, like... I don't really know what else to say. Jir, are you seeing anything?
I mean, the other team doesn't really seem to be too coordinated in their flanks. Every once in a while I'll see the scout go over on the flank, or the sniper roll out on the flank. And everyone's doing a pretty good job. It looks like we have a pause, by the way.
Nice. I don't have the don't have our pause screen up though, so GG. I need to learn Node CG for my demo reviews, make them all fancy.
Yeah, I mean, really, the blue team's not really too coordinated right now, and that's why this is a pretty easy hold for PPS right now.
Oh yeah, they're not doing anything. Like, once the sentry goes down, it's so easy. You send in your scout, you send in your soldier to try and push the cart, but they've been literally putting no pressure on it. And that's one thing, is that when you're on offense, you always want to have someone pressuring the cart forward, because it makes the other team split their attention.
Right. I do want to call out the sniper Latch. He's doing a pretty good job paying attention to that flank as well, so that when a soldier or a scout or even their sniper came through there, he's doing a pretty good job keeping them at bay. Soldier was also watching that flank too, so...
Yeah, that's good. Latch needs more heals. Heal your sniper. I'm gonna say that 30,000 times, but I mean it. Heal your sniper, because sniper is pretty good, and
especially on Upward.
Yeah, buddy. Like, let's just take a look at this sightline right here. Like, looking through this crack, you can see all the way up over hill, or even just standing back here, you can see all the way up over hill, deny people going up to that attic area. Like, snipers are real good, or even back here when you start backing out, or a sniper spot defending third. Like, look at this. Look at this nonsense. It's
Oh yeah.
yeah. There's a reason they banned Razorback. Sniper was quote unquote too good. Anyway, that's something completely different. So, one thing I noticed is NG, you do seem to go down a lot to spy. Just they aren't really pushing your gun all that much. The only time that you really get pressured is when the spy tries to come in and stab you to get the gun, and then he doesn't get it, and then it sits there. So just kind of just always be looking behind. Don't be afraid to go and DM people with your shotgun. You aren't tied to this spot behind your gun. I'll pay more attention to that and see how that goes. Why is this pause so long?
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah. General upward strats. You don't really want to play like this team is doing and being really passive because it doesn't really help anyone out. The best way to take this point really is to try and get up over hill as fast as possible and just try and make sure to keep people from leaving this area. Some of the better teams that I've seen, they basically send their demo forward, send their scout forward, and they basically close down this area as the other team backs up. So you don't want to give the other team time to set up a defense or set up Uber, and you don't want to sacrifice your momentum, so to speak, and allow that. One other thing is that don't be afraid to back up. Like on first point, yeah, you managed to hold it because the other team was like wishy-washy on trying to push you, but eventually you guys died and your medic ended up giving up Uber, which isn't very good. I mean, nothing really came of it because the other team is kind of slow on capitalizing on their advantages, but you want to have Uber to defend a new hold more than you want to defend an old hold that's already fallen. Does that make sense? Rhetorical question, but also does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you want to have that Uber to back out with. Another thing, just awareness note, when you're backing up with something, especially if you still have a gun up or if your medic has Uber, your pyro should probably stick around your med and NG and whoever else to back up, because of the power of M2, you can just absolutely deny people completely. Your flank's been doing pretty good from what I've seen. They've been playing together. No, don't be afraid to play around this area, soldier or scout. Just keep people down, keep people pressured. And how long is this pause?
Yet another good question.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let me pull up my demo UI right here. I'm just gonna I don't know if it's worth it or not. So
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. I don't really feel like moving forward and then getting you caught up, so I can just keep talking. Your pyro does play really aggressive, which is fine. Like, that's not a big deal. He can play as aggressive as he wants, so long as it works out for him. It doesn't work for all pyros, so. And as far as I can tell, he's done a fairly good job of sticking around you guys, and he's done a really good job denying Ubers. He doesn't tunnel vision them, so I'll commend him on that. He doesn't throw away his life needlessly to do things such as that, which is good. A lot of pyros do that, so good job there. Medic, you generally have pretty decent positioning, but I feel like you get caught in strange places a lot of the time, like when you were killed by the demo on the first point down by the medium health kit. You were just in kind of a strange place. You were cut off from everyone. You were already low, but you decided to go up on launch pad, and that's where anyone can jump you, stuff like that. Heavy, it's heavy. I don't see you taking too much damage. I don't see you getting... You were very, very far forward on the first hold. You were like all the way up here on that small health pack, which basically is like wearing a giant neon sign that says "Headshot me, please." So don't do that. It's probably better for you to just hold, like, even on the stairs, because of the quirk in the Heavy's player model. Heavy shoots his bullets out of where the face of his model is, so if you stand like around here and shoot, you can still shoot people over this, and you can shoot people over crates. I don't know if you knew that or not. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but now you do. So you can abuse cover like that. Always be sure to do that, and that way, if you're back here, you can spin around and catch jumpers trying to go up here. I've also seen heavies sort of be around this area. Sometimes you want to have presence on launchpad. I didn't see anyone really jumping you guys too aggressively up on this launchpad area, but just be aware of that possibly happening. Be aware of people trying to jump you. Demos and soldiers trying to go in for a double jump onto your med to get an early drop. It happens. Yeah, basically. Alright, I'm tired of talking. I'm gonna try and fast forward this to something. Alright, let's go to double time. 200, 300, 400%. Wow, this goes on for a while, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Ooh, lads.
I'm at 600%.
Yeah, same. Just watching that tick down. So, I don't know. You guys are doing okay, but nothing too exceptionally stellar. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I'm at 7 minutes and 11 seconds. You should. It's tick 68794.
68794.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and call it.
Make sure you're at 100%.
Ooh, good idea.
I've done that before. Alright.
Alright.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we'll be back in it, boys. I should probably reload my HUD, but effort. So your sniper got backstabbed, that sucks. It looks like they're finally going to be pushing in here. Fire's reflecting. Good job. Nice.
Good reflex.
GG. Why aren't they putting more? I guess it's because it's wrangled, but they really should be attempting to move in a little more. And they don't have Uber, so that makes sense. And once more, your sniper is really playing by himself, which means he's going to be constantly killed by the other spy. And not to mention, your NG goes down and the gun goes down this time as well. So at this point, especially with your medic already, should be going out. There's an Uber on the field. Please leave, please leave, please leave, please leave. Okay. You left. Good job. Keep leaving. When stuff like that happens, don't stay in and feed kills. You want more people to defend on your next point instead of trying to get something when they've already almost capped, excuse me. So it's often better to just leave it be, back up, try and get as many people as you can just because of how spawns are, and just try and get something set up. Okay, this hold. Third is a really good hold. I would recommend having your medic set up kind of behind the C area. That way you're not in range of any headshots. That way you can see people coming from house if they decide to go that way, if a soldier jumps. So that's a pretty good place to hold if you find that you're dying a lot. The gun can be up that forward, but it's pretty easy to spam. Oftentimes it's better to have the gun a little farther back, but I mean, whatever happens, happens. Always look for people trying to go in through that little house on the other side, the one around Twist. So, see, another thing is that you're basically letting the scout push the cart for free. Yeah, and the Uber comes in, and they're gonna take stuff out, and there's a good denial right there, but as you made that happen, like, you didn't lose anyone, but look at all this. They pushed all the way over there to up here, and that's just gonna make it harder for you guys to defend later. So when that happens, just always, if you see people on the cart, and if people are in a position to do that, your soldier, your scout should just try and rotate, clear off the cart, make that happen. Yeah, you saw that heavy and pyro. Okay, good. That was pretty great. So just always be sure to get people over there, clean off the cart. Your sniper got killed again, so that means you should call that, and your medic shouldn't be standing in the same sight line. So you should go there. That was a good denial by the pyro. Yeah, here, there's somebody coming up through.
Snipers in the house now.
Exactly, so always just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on people coming from this back area from a spy. He cloaks back here and gets out and gets a stab. Stuff like that. He's trying his best. Jay's trying to move in and make that happen. But, so, yeah, that sucks. Losing your demo man. You have Uber, you can hold this. They don't have Uber yet, so it should be a pretty good while that you can just sort of chill here, and the gun is up in a more defensible position now, so good job there, and your soldiers popping conch at decent times as well, so yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good hold, but once more, it's more because the other team isn't playing in the most coordinated fashion. They're having trouble pushing coherently, and they're having trouble even getting Uber to happen very well. I'm just gonna reload my HUD real fast. So I can see the Uber's actually counting. There we go. So, yeah. I mean,
Kind of a bad conch on the other team.
yeah, there's nobody there to follow up. So your NG's down, so that basically means your pyro should rotate to the gun, because the gun's really good on this point, and try and reflect spam, which it does look like he's in that position, so good job. They're just standing here, I don't know, yeah, thank you, get your sniper out, get your demo out, try and spam that as well, like, you shouldn't allow them to just stand still like that, I'm guessing, and the sniper's pushing the cart, and that happens. There we go, he finally gets counter-sniped, good job there. But, they shouldn't have been able to stand there that long, is what I'm trying to say, and I don't know. Yeah.
You do want to be careful, because there is a pretty good sniper sightline right there.
Yeah.
But I agree, they shouldn't have been able to just chill there.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys are doing a fairly good job of denying their flank, although it very much looks like the flank is sort of playing in one at a time right now. So the spy just stabbed your demo, it's pretty good. They still can't manage to push this cart. So, honestly, their medic and demo are just kind of skittish. They don't like moving forward, and that's really what gave you this win. If they pressured you a little bit more, then this would be a better judge of what actually is going on. So, a 12-minute time for 3 points is a pretty long time. Yeah, it's like a pretty long time for 4 points, and so this Uber comes out, and this is honestly really bad Uber on their part. They completely wasted it, which will give you guys time to set up. So that was really lucky for you that they decided to pop like that. That was pretty not choice. And your heavy does go down right there, and that's gonna really suck, because heavy is so good in these close quarter tiles areas. Like, so good. You are holding in a pretty good spot. Nobody's watching behind you, so the scout's just gonna do the It's really dumb. Okay. So your medic does go down right there, and that really blows. And your demo's up there alone. I would oh sorry, excuse me, that's your spy. Might be right there. But heavy, I would not go up there if I were you, because most likely you're just gonna get fragged. You managed to get the demo, which is pretty lucky, but I don't know, the odds were against you there. And same here, Pyro, like, I don't really understand why you decided to go and DM 3 members of the other team and drop down to, like, 40 health, but, I mean, like, you do you, because it's working, but stuff like that doesn't work on better teams. So, if I'm being really nitpicky, it's because when you play really dumb and kind of sloppy like that, then you get burned for it later on when you're against teams that matter. So your heavy's doing a pretty good thing here and body blocking for you, medic, so that was a really good job. Good job, heavy. That was a good call, especially staying in and keeping some area right there. The spine, please. Okay. Sorry, he swung his knife like twice trying to get that backstab. Alright, so yeah, this is probably gonna take a while from what I can see, judging from the previous points. You're lucky you went up against a team that doesn't know how to push. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. I don't know, you can... I don't really know why you guys are holding so far back right there, man. It's good that you're finally healing your sniper. Good job there. But, it would likely be better for you, and you'd also be in less of a sight line if you're actually over closer to the right side with your demo, so you could keep heals on him, and he could spam more effectively, and make that happen. Because right now he's alone, and demo is really good on last, and your heavy's back here, and he's spamming long range, which is like throwing like a drop of water into an ocean and doesn't really do all that much. Minigun is way better close up, so there he rotates, and that's really good. And push was attempting to go in right there, and that was a pick on the demo, so that's also really good. So you guys can just keep holding this, and you've got a saw, and that's even better, and just you're not really being punished for your mistakes at this point in time, if that makes sense. And the scout, though, he's gonna be going in here. Nobody's on him. Finally, your soldier turns around and contests him, so that's good. But that's a lot of space for that cart to be pushed into, if that makes sense. All right, Fire's doing a really good job of just roasting this Uber, but somebody's gonna be on cart. I don't know. You guys have a pretty decent last hold. You guys are sort of standing in weird positions, but like I said, it's working because of the team that you're playing against. Yeah, do you have any comments, Jer? I can only say the same thing over and over so many times.
Yeah, I mean, the other team's not really giving much of an effort to push in here, kind of giving you guys an advantage, and because of that, you would have more opportunity to be up a lot farther.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The backstab.
Yeah, that was really bad. There were like 3 people right there. You should have heard that and turned around. Anyway, continue.
I would have liked to see the sentry placement a little bit further up, kind of on that balcony on the left side. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll honestly disagree with you because it maybe covers the cart a little better, but it's also easier to defend. But oh my god, that last push was... Okay.
Yeah.
17 minutes and 17 seconds is one of the longest times for upward that I have ever seen.
Same.
That's pretty ungood. And judging by the demo, you guys do okay, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so you're on the offense now, so hopefully you guys will be able to push better than the other team does. That's for sure. Also, SMH this BM in chat. Kids these
really
days, though, right? I mean, I've partaken myself in spamming of binds before. I like these table flip binds especially, but like,
this ain't Twitch chat, yo.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Of all the things that matter, in-game chat matters like the least. Yeah. Alright, so setup time. They have their sentry, and see, this is kind of the spot I was talking about where it's not spammed as much, but still defense against jumpers.
It still has pretty decent coverage of flank.
Yeah, so basically what you want to do right off the bat, which didn't happen, is you kind of want to just buff your sniper and have him kill the other sniper, but it doesn't matter because that other sniper is just going to have this full giant sightline right here. So yeah, your pyro got killed, that pretty much sucks. You guys are pushing the cart decently, so that's good. At this point, I would have your soldier focus more on playing with your scout than trying to push the cart, because engineer isn't that good on first point. Oh my god. Sorry, these snipers. Rand was just walking over people for a good while. And yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about, the heavy holding on the stairs. He's moving a little bit too far forward, but you know, whatever. So yeah, basically you always want to have the cart moving as much as possible. Right here, Scout's alone. He's probably gonna get killed by the soldier, which he does. The engineer didn't even turn around to help him. So you really need to turn around when people call that they're doing something, which I'm sure got called. So the soldier got 2 kills for free and just completely stops this cart. So when stuff like that happens, you don't want to take fair fights in this game. You always want to have a player advantage, you always want to have an Uber advantage, a health advantage, a positioning advantage, something like that. So when somebody is fighting someone alone, that's not very good. You always want to have someone there with you. That's why the scout and soldier play together. Oh my god. And that's another thing, is that, yeah, your men just got backstabbed. And your men should have turned around, but the spy decloaked really far back, and stuff like that happens. Like, you really need to... Not everyone should spy check. Alright, everyone on the team should spy check and turn around and shoot at people. That is everyone's job. The best people for spy checking, oftentimes, are who just happen to do it a lot, are the heavy, the pyro, and the scout, believe it or not. But it's everyone's job to spy check. Yes, your man dropped, and that really sucks, and it's gonna take a long time for him to get his Uber back up. But, well, that was a pretty decent force, though. Just kidding, your medic got killed again, so not so much. But they don't have Uber to defend with, and your man's gonna be up soon, so you guys can put more pressure on them. They're gonna be playing a lot more passively. Another thing, when you're pushing, you really need to pay attention to player advantage. If you're pushing and they're on the defense and they don't have that many players, you guys can keep moving forward because they're not going to get reinforcements anytime soon. The gun's down, so honestly, your heavy's doing a pretty good thing here and trying to push right here, especially with your pyro kind of flanking there as well. You just need to need to make up your mind and get the cart done so they don't get their forwards, and thank you. Just clean up the stragglers. Why is there NG still in? Like, okay. So, back to spy checking. I know this is something that probably gets hammered into everyone's heads after a while, but it's the constant. Why is this NG still here? Someone kill this engineer, please. Please. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you.
It did take quite a while.
Oh my god. Well, that's actually really good that he was dumb like that, because that means you guys can literally just walk over a hill right here and they don't have anything set up and try and pressure them out. At this point, I would say, you know, get your soldier and get your demo and try and get them out as much as possible. It's harder now because they've set up, but if you move fast, you can often stuff them into that little choke there. So, you probably heard spy time a lot. After a while of playing this game, you sort of inherently know when the spy is going to be around. Just, you know, okay, the spy died, takes him about this much time to respawn and then get into position to make a play. Like, it kind of becomes second nature after a while, but always be sure to, like, hit tab every once in a while, be like, oh, the spy's up or the spy's down. So you know when to spy check and you don't, like, waste your time spy checking useless things. Yeah. You guys are really far back. If you're skittish about this hill because of the sniper, you can always go in through tunnel and hold around this area and move across like that and try and get up into here into attic, if that's what's bothering you. The sentry is in kind of a weird spot, as evidence, because your demo could just take it down really super easily. But yeah, so good job Flank, for pushing so well. It sucks that you got reflected, but that's nice, as well as that force is really good too. So they're just gonna waste their Uber, and hopefully they don't kill anyone, and you guys can just Uber in as well and get some nice frags on them, I really believe. So, yeah.
Scout had a good time there as well. Pulled out when things got a little heated and went around back and was able to take out their sniper, so that was definitely a good call on the Scout.
Yeah, that's another thing, never be afraid, Flank, to use the back area and try and get around the sentry and stuff like that. Like, yeah. Your pyro should not have really done that. That was kind of bad dying so early on in an Uber, so you really need to focus on getting this push, getting this cap. That's another thing, always watch for spies dropping down from places. Lots of people don't watch like upper areas where spies can drop down from. Alright, so pushing onto third, they popped Uber for some unearthly reason. I don't know why they'd possibly do that. Sure, they got the demo, but they're really far forward, and as soon as Uber runs out, they should be punished, and yeah, they shouldn't have been able to stay that far forward, and it's really unfortunate that they did.
Was it forced out?
The medic and demo. No, I don't believe that it was. I'm mostly focusing on the blue team right now, so I wasn't necessarily looking at the right combo. So, good job, their sniper's down, you can push more. Looks like your pyro's going up the flank area. Your soldier should probably not spend too much time pushing the cart. His talents are likely better off in other places, jumping around and doing more damage, and trying to get in for picks a little more. Some nice headshots from Latch coming out. Sorry, it's like caster mode. I need to like get out of that. So their sentry's really far forward again. Their NG isn't placing them super well. That means they're really easy to spam. Yeah, good job. So both medics have Uber. You need a pick or something like that. So the best way to do it would be to send your spy or scout or soldier in. Always try and keep someone. Okay, so you decide to go in and Uber evenly, get pushed back, and then they counter Uber and flash a lot less. So they have a better Uber because they're on defense, and honestly, the reason that you won that push is because your sniper got that clutch headshot on the med.
Right before that, there should have been somebody on the card as well.
Exactly.
They weren't really paying attention to it.
Yeah,
and you didn't need that Uber to get that push.
And that's what I was going to say, is that nobody was on that cart, but then the Uber popped out and I had to talk about relevant things. Sorry, caster mode. So good job. Look, they're 5 down. Please, like, try and maybe at least get someone in spam a little bit more, take a little bit more ground. While, you know, their flank is down, and try and take... TF2 is all about momentum. You kind of get a feel for the game, you get a feel of how far you can go on a push and stuff like that. So when you come out so well in a post-Uber, you really need to take advantage of that. But you guys are doing a good job of pushing up here, the demo gets caught out completely, and you're good job of pushing the cart right here and denying them. Yes, this is good. Good conch too. A+. Kill the spy. Good job. That was a really good last push. Yeah.
There was a lot of momentum, and they didn't have any opportunity to put up a sentry or anything like that. So
yeah. So that capitalizing on that and finally going in and taking the tiles area. That was a good job. Good job, guys. I'm proud. And basically that sniper headshot on the medic after that Uber, like that kind of really pushed you to win that round. So good job there. To Latch, your sniper. Yeah, just overall, I feel like you guys probably have really cluttered comms just from watching the gameplay. You probably should make an effort to not call irrelevant things. I find that a lot in newer teams. So like, if you die, like, say I'm down and don't add much to that because that clutters up things and, you know, gets things that don't matter, overpowering things that do matter. Call for help if you're being DM'd on the flank. Turn around, and just work to improve your map and game awareness. I think there are a few times that people got caught off guard by things that they could have or should have been looking for. Yeah.
I think another thing to call out, if you get backstabbed or taken down by a spy, it might be relevant to call that out too.
Call where the spy is, call where the sniper is if you get headshot. Call damage if you do enough damage for it to be relevant, like 70, 80 damage to lighter classes, 100 damage to heavier classes, like the heavy. So like, yeah, don't say, no, soldier took 5, that doesn't matter. Say like, you know, soldier took 70 or soldier took 80, much better. So that helps people get up there. Yeah, yeah. So you guys did a pretty alright job. You weren't playing necessarily your absolute best, but you guys could definitely use some improvement. But so far, I mean, you have some promising stuff in the works. The team you were playing wasn't like the greatest. So honestly, the best way to learn is to play against good teams and then watch and see what you did wrong. And that's why what I would urge everyone to do is go over demos, go over stuff like that, be like, why did I die here? Or even during the match, if you end up dying, why did I die? Did I die in a bad way? Did I accomplish anything? What should I do that or not do that next time? Stuff like that. Yeah. Pretty much. That's all I've got for now.
Yeah, I mean, not too much else for me to add in on there. I mean, there were definitely lots of deaths that could have been prevented by better comms. Just having a little bit better of awareness improve your chances of catching the spy or getting out of the sniper's sight lines. So communication is something that definitely can help improve some of those things.
And that's one of the harder things to get sometimes, especially in newer teams as well. Work on
yeah, it's definitely tricky, but if you have it, then you will have a clear advantage over your opponent.
Yeah. Also, like, Upward is one of like the oldest Highlander maps, so in all likelihood you'll be playing at your best on Upward, but also against people playing at their best on Upward. So just watch some old demos, watch some old casts, watch some old commentary. Yeah, you guys will do fine. Sorry I couldn't make it to the scrim directly, but break a leg. Yeah, later.